Good evening, everybody. Just thought I'd also follow up about the New York Rangers. I wasn't, I was busy Friday night, so I didn't watch the game Friday night where they beat the Islanders 4-1. But apparently the kids looked all right. Lafreniere, Kako, Heedle, all the youngsters that Keandre Miller, Adam Fox. Makes me really excited about the future. I'm definitely, I know I had a couple of my entertaining rants earlier in the year, especially when they blew a game to the Islanders. But that was before I've had a chance to really kind of sit back and see the big picture with this franchise. I mean, they're very close. They're extremely close. They just need a little bit more seasoning, these youngsters, and they're starting to come around a bit. So they lost tonight in overtime 3-2, but when they looked like they were getting thoroughly outplayed by the Islanders in the first period, when they were down 2-0, they were able to come back and score two and make it a good game. We're able to get a point out of it. It's very tough. The Islanders are an outstanding team, and I knew it was going to be very tough to beat them at Nassau 2 games in a row. So we got 3 out of possible 4 points. Boston lost tonight for 4 points back of Boston, but they have 2 games at hand. So I know that the odds are still a long shot because Boston has 2 games at hand, and I know the Rangers had their consistency issues early in the season, but here they are starting to come together as a team. Like I said, I love what I've seen. Kako's coming around, Lafreniere's coming around, Keandre Miller, Adam Fox. Obviously, Panarin's a force, Zibanejad. I mean, you gotta factor it this way: Zibanejad he dealt with COVID, and he was slow to start off the gate, and you can understand. So especially without a traditional training camp and preseason, we just went right into it. So Zibanejad, but now he's getting back to the player he's been. Kreider's always been kind of up and down, but overall, Shesterkin looks like he's going to be the real deal for us. So all in all, I'm even though we lost to the Islanders tonight, we got a point out of it, and if we don't make the playoffs this year, I'm not going to be upset about it just because I mean, if this was earlier in the year, I probably would have been like, oh, because I admit I was thinking playoffs when the season started. Now I'm thinking, you know what, we're playing incredible hockey down the stretch. Maybe it's too little, too late, but it only bodes well because they're starting to come together for next year and beyond, and they're so close, and they've got a lot of good pieces and down in Hartford. So I'm excited about the future of the Rangers. I really am. I think we're going to be a very good team for a while. Whether we get into the postseason this year or not, I don't know. But they've got a chance. And one of the Islanders players, blanking on his name, but he was saying that the Rangers are a loaded team and their top 6 is difficult to handle. So we're getting there. Again, liked how we battled in the second period, tied the game, and I liked how we ended up getting a point out of it. And hey, Boston lost. Unfortunately, we didn't get the second point. But again, it's so hard to beat a team back to back on their home ice, especially since the Islanders are so good this year. So we got 4 games in a row against the Devils, which we are clearly better than the Devils, but it's hard to beat a team 4 times in a row. So that's going to be tough as well. It's just the COVID shortened season, but I expect them to get at least. God, they could at least win two of these games, at the very least split with the Devils. That would be nice. We'll see, because the Devils, it's a rivalry, and they're going to come out to play, and they want to spoil any slim chance we do have. So we got to be ready to go for the Devils, because again, that's a rivalry, and they'll show up to play against us. They always do. So I thought, like I said, I'm happy with the Rangers right now. If they don't make the playoffs this year, we just had a much better second half, and it's only going to go bode well for next year and beyond. So I'm willing to accept that. And, go Rangers. Good, should be good things going forward.